Hi everyone, I welcome you all in the online session. Today we will learn about measurement and motion. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to describe the history of transport, name some physical quantities, explain SI units and their importance, demonstrate how to measure a curved line, and describe and explain the different kinds of motion. Transportation. Long ago, people did not have any means of transport. They used to move only on foot and carry goods on their back. Later on, they began to use animals for transportation. For transport, through waters, routes, boats were used from ancient times. To begin with, boats were simple logs of wood in which a hollow cavity could be made. Later, people learned to put together different pieces of wood and give shapes to the boat. These shapes imitated the shapes of the animals living in water. Invention of wheel made a great change in modes of transport. The design of wheels was improved over thousands of years. Animals were used to pull carts that moved on wheels. Until the beginning of the 19th century, people still depended on animals, boats, and ships to transport them from one place to another. The invention of steam engine led to the development of new means of transport. Do you know who invented steam engine? It is said that James Watt, a Scottish inventor, mechanical engineer, and chemist who improved on Thomas Newcomen's 1712 Newcomen steam engine with his Watt steam engine in 1776. Railroads were made for steam engine driven carriages and wagons. Later came automobiles such as motor cars, trucks, and buses. Motorized boats and ships were used as means of transport on water. The early years of 1900 saw the development of aeroplanes. Now here's a question. Who invented the aeroplane? Okay, this is your homework. Find it out. These were later improved to carry passengers and goods. Electric trains, monorail, supersonic aeroplanes and spacecrafts are some of the contributions of the 20th century. We can define transportation as a way of moving people and things from one place to another. Physical quantities. A physical quantity is a property of a material or system that can be quantified by measurement. A physical quantity can be expressed as the combination of a numerical value and a unit. For example, the physical quantity mass can be quantified as n/kg, where n is the numerical value and kg is the unit. We make many measurements in our daily life. For example, a tailor measures the length of cloth needed to stitch a shirt. A vegetable vendor needs to know the weight of the vegetables that he is selling. A milkman measures the volume of milk that he gets from his cow. A student preparing for an exam measures the time he or she takes to write an essay or solve a problem. Length, weight, volume, time, speed, and temperature are some quantities that can be measured. Any quantity that can be measured is called a physical quantity. Length, weight, volume, time, speed, and temperature are physical quantity. We know that it is necessary to make measurements in everyday life. However, it is not necessary to make accurate measurements in all cases. Sometimes, an estimated measurement is sufficient. Such estimates are valuable in cases where accuracy is not needed. For example, the amount of sugar needed for a cup of tea. the number of days a tube of toothpaste will last, or the approximate time it will take to reach a certain place are some examples where a rough estimation is sufficient.